So apparently we have a brand new DK44 upgrade kit for some add-on pieces for the DK44 upgrade kit for the Studio Series 102 Rise of Beast Optimus Prime upgrade kits. Let's read this. Hello dear fans, we have heard your requests. Regarding the new shoulder accessory for DK44, after making adjustments, we have carried out some refinements. We hope you will appreciate these modified accessories. Thank you for your support. So we do have a brand new shoulders here, and in this video I think I'm going to talk about my second thoughts on the upgrades because I do have a little bit of change on it. Again, I won't really have a big change or like anything, but at least I have some different thoughts on the upgrades after I have my personal upgrades reinstalled on the figure for a couple of days, and I do have a feeling, I do have like a proper thoughts on this time. Unlike the first video that I actually posted, where it gets a lot of views and also a little bit of comments on how people just have different opinions. That's good to see. As always, I would like to see people actually just hop in and just discuss about the upgrade kits, because that's what the video are just going to do, because I want to see people discuss about the upgrade kits. Not just only upgrade kits, it's like my videos at least. Having them saying their opinions, posting their opinions on that video would be so nice, because I can see more people's opinions. And this time I do have a little bit of change. And before we start, usual things, if you like this video, please consider subscribing. It's completely free and you're gonna always change your mind later. I know most of you guys are new to this channel, so if you like this channel, at the end of the day, if you like this video, at the end of the day, give it a thumbs up. Share this video, comment down below on what you guys would think about this upgrades, because we now have some change on this upgrade, and share this to all the Transformers fans, and let's do everything to support this video and also this channel, and let's hop into it. So we do have a new shoulder pieces for that, and it's good. It adds another value to this upgrade kit, and it has another reason to convince me that giving me another appeal on this upgrade, and resulting that I'm actually feeling more hyped about the upgrade, because in the first video I've already mentioned it. No matter what happens, I'm still going to buy that upgrade kit, but now it has another reason that I was convinced that I should buy this upgrade kit, that I would buy it just a little bit more willingly, I guess. So we do have the shoulders, and we do have 3 joints. It retains that 2 original joints from the original figures and the parts, and now they've added like a normal arm bend joint here, which is good. Like, just don't get me wrong, it looks more natural to the figure, how it poses, and then also it gives me another opportunity, because I'm gonna use this guy in my future stop motion, but I will announce everything later, like in a very, very late day, because I don't even know when. But yeah, we have decided that we're gonna use this guy for the stop motion, so I'm so glad to see that I've actually included this. And you know what, this is the second time that they have really listened to the fans, what they've said. This is the second time, and the first time that it was in DK43. This is also a, I don't know, like a some opinions from the collectors, fans out there on the Facebook page from DNA Design. They actually said about it, and then they actually made some adjustments. So it is just exactly the same for this time that they've added the new shoulder pieces on it. It looks more natural in terms of posing, and I've actually seen people commented about whether the 3 joints is going to make the figure a little bit more spaghetti than before, but as far as I can tell, not really though. It looks a bit weird, as I would like to say, like on how the joints just connect through like kind of weird thing. But again, the whole thing just looks weird when it comes to Studio Series 102, how the figure has been designed, really like using these kind of transformation joints. I know it's somehow accurate though, but like when the people are trying to add some upgrades into it, it just looks kind of weird, but it doesn't really bother me at all at the end of the day. So it looks very cool when it comes to having a new shoulder. So we can see a little bit of more proper image on that. You actually have more details, a couple more details on the shoulders, which is just good. And you can also plug in that original, I don't know, the original panel from the shoulder. So again, it's a really good thing to see that they actually have listened to the majority of the fans and then just said about it. And this video, I also have mentioned that I want to give my second thoughts on it. So we have finished this, and now let's just move on. Because I have some changes on the opinions on how I actually have different appeals on the upgrades. So let's just dive right into it. What I still would like to see is the Noah Diaz figure. Now, after that, I've learning about more on this upgrade kit. This Noah Diaz figure is not actually posable, which I'm actually fine with that, but because even in the Hasbro's version, even then the backpack can be removed. It has been confirmed, I guess, because I've heard about these things from a very reliable sources that the backpack in the core class Noah Diaz figure can be removed, so that is always a great thing to hear about them. But I don't think that core class figure is going to top this figure, especially on the colors or sculptings or even the accuracy. I think this figure would definitely win, although its sacrifice is posability. And also the second appeal is the blast effects. Again, these are just some ordinary DNA upgrades blast effects. It's always an appeal to me, and now some new appeals has been added, and let's just talk about it. First one is actually the blades. I don't actually have the upgrades for the blades. So and then when I actually look the second time on the blades, we actually did have more details on it, which I did miss in the first video. And when I actually covered my first thought about it, I didn't even see that they have some new details on the blades, which of course I use the old blades to compare, and it does not have those details in there. So which means it's a very significant improvement that they have made. So and then this will make another appeal to me. Now the fourth appeal is the shoulders, and then the fifth one, it was a little bit weird and very unsure. It's the feet here. Now I even then I've looked out so many things that I still are I'm just still unsure that whether the feet can retain the original transformation or not. If you just look at this comparison here, the left side is the original ones, and then you can see that the right hand side we do have the upgraded feet. I know the fact that it has added more possibilities into it, but I just feel like the new transformation just doesn't really fit me. It doesn't really fit with that style of how Prime transforms. It is not accurate to the film. But again, there are some. I guess this could be an appeal to others, because I've heard about people just talking about, oh yeah, this is actually accurate to how the G1 Optimus Prime MP10 transforms. So they are just like putting these things together to just make the figure a little bit more simple, I guess. But I just prefer that original transformation. But the elephant in the room, if the feet can actually retain the original transformation, then I'm going to install it. Now for the smokestacks though. Smokestacks, I don't think I'm probably going to install it. Although, the one that I got right now on the figure that I've installed already, have the screw holes underneath the chimney. So like, because they haven't really found something to cover it. But in this one, it looks a little bit more proper and a little bit, I don't know, a little bit more realistic, because it doesn't have those screws underneath the smokestacks. But am I gonna swap it? No, because the screws just don't really bother me at all. And then for the axe, it's just my personal preferences that I just don't like on how the Energon glows. It's not about the upgrades problem. It is on the original CGI that I just don't like Prime using some Energon glowing axe. I prefer the axe from that he used when he prevents himself from getting sucked by Unicorn. I prefer that one, like without the Energon glow effect. I actually prefer that one instead of the Energon glowing effects, which is of course referring to this one. The cannons though, cannons again, I'm not too sure about it, and I don't have the upgrades at the end of the day, so I just couldn't really 100% just judge everything just by some in-hand images, even like promotional images in a more proper way to call these things. But yeah, what we can know that they have like a way to store them in the robot mode. But however, it's just not my favorite, not my type of cannons that I would like to see on the Studio Series 102 Prime. First reason, it was way too bulky and it was just way too heavy for Prime. Second of all, I just think maybe they could have added more colors into that. I feel like it's missing some colors. I know it's like very, very close to that, but like at least maybe they could have painted the orange areas at the center of the cannons for both of them. Maybe that would be another good option for them. But yeah, it's just not my type for the cannon. So same as the axe, but it doesn't really go with the upgrades for the axe. It's just the cannons are, but like the axe though, no, it's not about it. It's like it's just my personal favorites. And then for these, I don't know, seemingly like apparently gap fillers, I don't even know what these things are just going to do. I don't even know how they are going to function. No, not really that much images shown. The one that we only got is this one, which apparently I don't even know what is going on. So I'm just gonna have to wait for people having those in-hand images, or probably, I don't know, maybe I can have one just a little bit earlier, because I think I'm gonna pre-order it. Like, yeah, I already decided it, but I think I'm gonna pre-order it like a couple of days later. We do have these new trailer ports, which is still a problem to me, because these new trailer ports still have to be tapped via these leg panels taps on it. Originally, it was going to tap on the back of a truck, just like the original what they've done it here. And it is still a disaster. Just don't get me wrong. Again, if it is your appeal, that's fine. My opinions won't affect your opinions, and yeah, it doesn't really do anything about it, or like anything. It doesn't really do anything. If like even in you like this upgrade on how the way that it executes the legs, that's fine. It does nothing to me. Like, I'm not you, right? I don't decide whether you're gonna buy this or not. But yeah, we do have the brand new truck configuration here. I don't like on how they mistransform the truck. I know that they have to like make the truck mistransformed so that they can have the trailer ports, and so that they can make the truck a little bit more cleaner. But I guess maybe they could have, figured out a way to remove the pins, because the main point why I judge this kit as a disaster is because that I thought DNA upgrades are the only group of people, or like the only company that can have the ability to figure out a proper way to remove the pins. I've seen several cases throughout the internet, some I don't know, local discussion groups or like anything. I've seen people removing the legs entirely to swap the legs with Studio Series 38, and it doesn't really look that great, because in terms of the proportion, the thighs just doesn't really look really like on point. And then also I've seen some failed cases where people just scrapped for the pins and then just ended up have to buy another copy of the Studio Series 102 Prime. So then I thought that they are the only one that can really just work on these dangerous and also risky things. Like, in case something bad happens, they could just replace the entire legs and then just cut out, or just maybe like spend most of the budget on the legs, then that would be fine. Like, weapons are not the biggest concern for me, but again, the biggest concern for me is always on the legs. So if even then something bad happened to it, like it was just way too difficult, they can still swap the upper thighs, they can still swap the entire thighs to give them a brand new pair of legs, right? Like, at least they could do this at the worst case, and not like doing these kind of things, because at the end it still has apparently it still has like the hollow gap in between the two legs at the back of a truck. So that's something that I don't like, and that's why I would prefer the original ones, although the back of the truck seems a little bit messier than the new version that we have, but and I just thought that the hollow gaps I just couldn't really stand it. So yeah, I would just prefer the original ones. Again, you have your own opinions. Mine won't affect yours, but yeah, that's my own opinions. So yeah, we do have these things, and again, I don't have the upgrade kits. I don't have anything. I'm just judging these things based on the promotional images. So maybe there are some things that might vary, just like he said. Final products may vary, so no one will knows what is gonna happen at the end of the day when they release this pack. So yeah, again, I'm gonna have to say this one more time. I have my opinions changed on it. It is less disastrous, but it is not like totally good or like totally like worth to buy. And another point I also want to point out is like my point in the last video was a little bit weird. Like I was just saying that the things that I want to say because I don't have like a proper script or like anything. So and then I actually didn't know the fact that some of the people in like I don't know located in like UK, US, or like some other countries not located in Asia actually don't have these cannons from those Chinese companies or like something. Again, that were like 3D printed. So I thought like they could also have them. So and then it was my bad. I have to say this here. It was my bad that I didn't know that you guys don't actually have those things. So and then yeah, that would be good. I guess if you don't actually have those cannons, then this might actually fit with your 102 Prime. But yeah, basically that's it. Again, the most thing that like the most beautiful thing that I like from DNA Design is they actually listen to fans, unlike Hasbro. Like they actually listen to fans and they're just adding the things that the majority of the fans actually cared about. And I'm glad that although they haven't added some refinements on the legs, but they have worked on the shoulder. So at least they have done something that I would like them to do. At least so. It is okay for me. It is a easy buy for me right now. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. And again, if you like this video, then please consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. Share this video. Leave a comment down below on what you guys would think about this DNA upgrades, and follow my Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to my main channel, Tim Manic. All of those things will be in the link in the description box below. So I will see you guys in the next video.